My child, listen now with your whole soul, because God says only 2 hours are left, and this moment is not ordinary. Something in the unseen is shifting in your favor. Something that has been held back for years is being released toward your life, and heaven is not allowing you to miss it again. You have skipped these messages before, you ignored the signs, you walked past the whispers, but this time God says you cannot skip, you cannot delay, you cannot look away, because what is arriving at your house is bigger than anything you have ever prayed for. God says He has watched you hold on through storms that tried to break you. He has seen you cry silently at night when no one understood you. He has seen you pretend to be strong while your heart was trembling, and today He says your strength has been noticed by heaven itself. God says the delay ends tonight. The breakthrough you thought was impossible is already moving toward your name. My child, this is not a message of fear, and nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe, you are protected, and you are surrounded by divine light. God says you simply need to trust Him and pray, because He is preparing to shift something in your destiny. There is a door that has been locked for a long time, and every time you tried to open it, it felt like someone was pushing back from the other side. But God says the resistance was not a sign of rejection. It was a sign of timing. The door was not ready for you, but you are ready for it now. Heaven is clearing the way, and what once resisted you will open effortlessly. God says a very good news is coming to your house, and this is not symbolic, this is literal. Something physical, something visible, something undeniable is being directed toward your life. My child, you have felt ignored by destiny for too long, but heaven says destiny will not ignore you anymore. You have felt like blessings somehow pass by your home and land in the houses of others, but God says the blessing meant for you cannot pass you this time. It has your name engraved on it. It has been stored for you, protected for you, and preserved for this exact hour. God says the next 2 hours are spiritually sensitive, and He is calling you to stay open, stay aware, and keep your heart aligned with Him. This is not a coincidence that you are reading this at this exact moment, and it is not an accident that your spirit felt the urge to open this message. Heaven orchestrated this moment because tonight something must shift. My child, God says you have been praying for a long time for a sign, for confirmation, for proof that He has not left you, and this message itself is part of that confirmation. But the real confirmation will arrive in a form you cannot deny. God says good news is coming to your home, and even though you do not know how, heaven already knows the route. There is something that was supposed to reach you months ago, but someone tried to delay it, someone tried to interfere, someone tried to block it. But God says no human hand can stop a divine delivery. What belongs to you is returning to you. What was stolen from you is coming back multiplied. What was withheld is now being released. My child, God says He knows you are tired. You have carried responsibilities that were too heavy for one person. You carried burdens that were not even yours, simply because you have a compassionate heart. You forgave when others would have walked away, you stayed loyal when others betrayed you, and you kept faith even when you did not understand the reason for the pain. God says your divine reward is ready. The tears you shed were watered seeds, and now the harvest is coming to your door. God says you are safe, nothing will go wrong, and you simply need to trust Him with your entire heart. My child, what is coming will make sense of everything you suffered. God says the pain was preparation, the loneliness was alignment, the silence was protection, and the long wait was divine timing. You are stepping into a moment where everything will begin to align so quickly that you will wonder why you ever doubted. God says He never abandoned you for a second. Even when you felt you were walking alone, heaven was standing around you like a shield. God says no enemy can touch you. No curse can harm you, no negativity can overwhelm you. You are walking with divine armor, my child, listen carefully. There is someone who has been talking about you in rooms you have never entered. Someone is speaking your name with admiration, with respect, with favor. God says a very good news is connected to this person. Something is being finalized, something is being approved, something is being signed, and it has your name written on it. God says the door you thought was closed forever is about to open in a way that will surprise even the people who doubted you. Your season of being overlooked is ending. Your season of being chosen is beginning. God says you must not fear the unknown. The unknown is where miracles live. The unknown is where divine surprises are born. You have been afraid of sudden changes, but heaven says not every change is a threat, some changes are blessings in disguise. Something is about to move, shift, or transform around your home, and it will be for your benefit. God says a good news is approaching your house like a visitor who knocks unexpectedly but brings joy the moment you open the door. The energy around your home is being cleansed. Angels are walking around your doorway. A wave of divine protection is surrounding every corner of your living space. My child, God says He has protected you from something you didn't even know was dangerous. You were kept safe from someone who did not have pure intentions. Someone's true colors were about to hurt you, but God intervened before their actions could reach you. You were shielded without knowing you were in danger. Heaven saw what you could not see, and that is why you must trust Him. God says He will never let anything go wrong for you. He is guiding your steps, protecting your path, and preparing your blessings. My child, God says someone in your life has been pretending to support you, but secretly they feared your potential. They never wanted you to surpass them. They smiled at you but hid jealousy behind their polite words. But God says their influence ends tonight. Their energy can no longer touch you. Their presence can no longer drain you. Their intentions can no longer block you. There is a divine separation happening, and even though it may feel strange, it is necessary for your elevation. God says the people who are meant to stay in your life will bring peace, not confusion. My child, God says He is healing something inside you that you stopped talking about. You buried a pain deep within yourself and told no one, yet it stayed heavy in your spirit. Tonight heaven is touching that wound gently and lifting it away. A healing you thought was impossible is beginning, quietly but powerfully. God says your heart will feel lighter, your mind will feel clearer, and your energy will feel renewed. The weight you have been carrying will loosen its grip, my child. God says the next blessing coming to your house will not be small. It will not be ordinary. It will not be something you can ignore. It will be a blessing so loud, so clear, so undeniable that everyone around you will see that God's hand is on your life. This blessing will silence your fears, silence your doubts, and silence every negative voice that ever told you that you would not make it. God says this blessing is not a coincidence, it is a divine promise being fulfilled. My child, God says someone who once underestimated you will hear of your success and be shocked. Someone who walked away from you will regret their decision. Someone who tried to break your spirit will witness your rise. But God says do not seek revenge, do not seek validation, do not seek acknowledgement. Your victory is enough. Your growth is enough. Your peace is enough. Heaven will defend your name better than you ever could, my child. God says He is about to reorder your life. Something financially will shift, something emotionally will repair, something spiritually will awaken. You have been waiting for a breakthrough, and heaven says the breakthrough has been waiting for you. All you needed was the right moment, and that moment is now. Tonight is spiritually charged, and the next 2 hours carry a divine significance over your destiny. God says open your heart, stay calm, stay faithful, and allow His blessings to reach you, my child. God says the reason He keeps sending messages to you is because He loves you more deeply than you realize. You may feel unworthy at times, you may feel uncertain, you may feel imperfect, but God says your imperfections do not cancel your purpose. Your mistakes do not erase your value. Your past does not prevent your future. Heaven is not disappointed in you, heaven is invested in you, my child. God says He is proud of you for surviving what tried to destroy you. You endured heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment, financial struggles, loneliness, misunderstandings, and moments of despair. Yet you kept going. You kept believing. You kept praying. You kept hoping. God says this resilience has earned you a blessing that will feel like relief after years of struggle. You are stepping into a season where everything that once went wrong begins to go right, my child. God says continue trusting Him because the blessing is closer than you think. The good news is already on its way to your home. The angels assigned to you are already in motion. Nothing can stop what God has ordained. Nothing can delay what heaven has released. And nothing can harm you, because you are protected by divine light, my child. God says He is with you, He will stay with you, and He will guide you every step. Do not fear this moment. Embrace it. The next few hours will carry spiritual significance, and you will feel a shift in your atmosphere. Very good news is coming. Very good news is approaching your house. Very good news is already written in your destiny. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. You are blessed, and God says, open your heart and trust me completely, because everything is about to change for your good. My beloved child, settle your heart for a moment, because what you are about to read is not an accident, not a coincidence, not a random message appearing on your screen. God says He has been waiting for you to finally stop running from the voice that keeps calling your name in the quiet hours. In the heaviness of your heart, in the moments when you feel something is shifting but you can't explain it. God says, only 2 hours are left, and He is ordering you, with love, with urgency, with divine compassion, to open your spirit right now, because the news that is coming to your house is so beautiful, so life-changing, so unexpected that heaven itself is preparing your heart so you don't miss it this time. You have skipped His signs before. You have ignored the gentle whispers. You have turned away from the signs that kept appearing again and again. God says, you always skip my message because you think you'll read it later. But later is too late. Tonight before 11:51 p.m. I am touching your life in a way that will leave you speechless. If you skip this again, you will delay what is meant for you. So open your heart now, because this is your moment, and heaven is leaning toward you. My child, God sees the weight you have been carrying. He sees the fear that blocks you from believing something good can happen to you. He sees the disappointment that taught you to expect the worst instead of hoping for the best. But God says, enough. You have suffered enough. The season of pain has lasted long, but it is not permanent. I am stepping in. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight. The good news that is coming to your home is already written, already sealed, already released. He wants you to understand that what is coming is not a small blessing. It is not a temporary comfort. It is not a minor shift. It is something heaven planned long before you even prayed for it. It is the result of every tear you wiped alone, every prayer you whispered hoping someone, anyone, was listening, every time you trusted God even when everything around you was falling apart. This good news is tied to your spiritual endurance. The angels have been preparing it. Archangel Michael has been guarding it. God Himself has been watching over it, ensuring no evil force can interrupt what He has already ordained for your life. You may not feel ready. You may not feel worthy. You may not feel strong. But God says, you don't need to feel ready when I am the one preparing the blessing. You just need to be willing to receive. Feel how deeply He loves you. Tonight is not an ordinary night. There is movement in the spiritual realm. There is a shift around your home. There is a divine presence coming closer to you, surrounding you with a protection so strong that no negativity, no jealousy, no hidden enemy, no unseen attack can enter your space. God says, I am with you. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. Trust me. Pray to me. I am right beside you. My child, God knows you have been doubting whether He still hears you. He knows that lately you have wondered if your prayers disappeared into silence. But tonight He whispers, I never stopped listening. I never left. I never forgot you. I never abandoned you. Every prayer you said in pain became a seed planted into my hands. And tonight, the harvest begins. There is a divine countdown happening above your life. Only 2 hours left for something to unlock. God says that a new energy is entering your home, a peaceful energy, a healing energy, a breakthrough energy. It will feel like clarity. It will feel like release. It will feel like sudden relief after years of tension inside your chest. You will not have to guess. You will not have to question. You will feel it. God says, your breakthrough is not delayed anymore. Your blessing is not postponed anymore. I am opening a door no human can close. For so long, you have lived with unanswered questions. You have wondered why people mistreated you. Why some walked away. Why some betrayed you. Why certain opportunities vanished at the last moment. God says, none of it was a punishment. It was protection. You were kept away from certain people because their intentions were wrong. You were blocked from certain paths because they would have led you into deeper pain. What seemed like a loss was actually my love. Tonight God is cleaning the spiritual dust from your life, every confusion, every bad energy, every hidden negativity someone tried to send your way. He is wiping it all away. He is clearing the path ahead. He is removing the final obstacles that stood between you and the miracle He promised you long ago. My child, something very good, very unexpected, very divine is coming to your home. God says the blessing will not come through the person you expect. It will not come through the source you imagine. It will come through a direction you never anticipated, a path only God could open. A call, a message, a visitor, a confirmation, something will reach your home and change the atmosphere instantly. You have been waiting for a sign. This is the sign. You have been wanting clarity. This is the clarity. You have been praying for direction. This is the direction. God says, stop doubting. Stop overthinking. Stop assuming nothing good will happen to you. You are my child. You were chosen, not forgotten. Blessed, not abandoned. He knows how long you have been fighting battles in silence. He knows how tired your soul has become. He knows how you pretended to be strong even on days when your heart felt like breaking. But He says tonight, your strength has reached heaven. Your endurance has touched my heart. And now I reward you. Your home will receive peace, your home will receive joy, your home will receive unexpected good news, your home will receive divine protection. Even now, God is sending angels toward you, not one, but many. One is clearing the path. One is bringing the blessing. One is guarding the door. One is breaking every chain that held you back. And Archangel Michael is standing at your side, sword drawn, announcing that your season of struggle has reached its expiration. God says, I will not allow darkness near you. I will not allow fear to control you. I will not allow confusion to guide you. I am stepping into your situation. I am touching your life. I am restoring everything that was damaged. My child, breathe slowly. Let this message enter your spirit. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved. You are rising into a new chapter that you never believed was possible. Doors that remained closed for years will begin to open. People who ignored you will be replaced with people who value you. Opportunities that slipped away will return in better form. Problems that overwhelmed you will begin to dissolve. You will see changes. You will feel changes. You will receive changes. God says, do not fear what is coming. Fear what you may miss if you ignore me. So listen. Only 2 hours left. Open yourself spiritually before 11:51 p.m. The blessing is near. And it has your name written on it. Everything happening right now is divine timing. Nothing is coincidence. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. Tonight will mark the beginning of a transformation that will unfold over the coming days. God will be with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. Trust God, pray to Him, and receive what is coming. This is your moment. This is your sign. This is your message. This is your blessing, and God says, don't skip this. Not this time. My beloved child, listen closely, because this moment is not ordinary. God is speaking to you with a breath of urgency, a whisper that feels like lightning yet lands softly on your heart. God says, only 2 hours left. I order you to open this message right now. It's only for you. Something very good, something divinely prepared, has already started moving toward your house. Do not skip this. You always skip this. Don't skip it anymore. And right now, heaven leans in, watching whether you finally choose to hear what you were meant to hear all along. God says He will be with you, He will protect you, and nothing will go wrong for you. You are safe, and your prayers, yes, the ones you prayed in tears, have crossed into their appointed time. And right now, He asks only one thing: trust Him. Stay here. Listen. Let this message pour into your soul the way rain falls on a thirsty earth. My child, you have carried so much silently. You have walked through days where you didn't know whom to trust, whom to talk to, whom to lean on. So many times you pretended to be strong because you didn't want to disturb anyone. You said nothing. But God heard everything. Every word you swallowed, every cry you hid, every fear you covered with a smile, none of it was invisible to Him. You felt alone, but heaven was watching. You felt forgotten, but God was writing. You felt lost, but angels were standing near you, waiting for the moment God said, "Move." And that moment is now. God says, only 2 hours left, and something will shift. Something you have been waiting for, something you lost hope for, is coming back with more power, more blessing, and more clarity than before. Heaven has already stamped approval on a miracle that carries your name. There is movement in the spiritual realm, movement that is not random, not accidental, not delayed. Something that has been stuck for years is being released. Something that has been blocked is being lifted. Something that has been held back from you, by people or by circumstances, is being returned with divine authority, and God says, "My child, do not skip this time. This is your moment." You have skipped signs before, ignored instincts before, closed your eyes to warnings before, but this one is for your breakthrough. There is a reason you felt discomfort the last few days. A reason you felt restless without understanding why. A reason your spirit kept pulling you to messages like this. Your soul felt something shifting even before your mind could understand it. God says, you are entering the hour of restoration. This is when things that were taken from you begin to come back. This is when people who underestimated you begin to realize they misjudged the strength of the one who walks with God. This is when doors that once rejected you will open without resistance. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are exactly at the point where heaven says, "Now." My child, you have faced spiritual battles that no one knows about. You have been targeted by negativity, jealousy, lies, and misunderstandings. You have been surrounded by people who smiled at you but didn't want the best for you. Yet despite all of that, God shielded you. You didn't even know how many times you were protected from something that could have broken you, and now, God is preparing to reward you for holding on, even in silence. God says, "I saw the nights you could not sleep. I saw the moments when you were tired of being strong. I saw when your soul was weary from pretending everything was okay. I saw the times when you wanted to give up, but still you chose faith." Those quiet battles are about to become loud victories. Something good, deeply, unexpectedly good, is coming to your house. Not just material, not just emotional, not just spiritual. Something whole. Something complete. Something that will make you say, "Only God could do this." Someone has spoken your name in a room you have never stepped into. A decision is being made about you that will lift you. A blessing is traveling toward you faster than the fear that once tried to slow you down. God says, before 11:51 p.m., something in the spiritual world will align for you. Something powerful will be set in motion. Don't miss this moment. You are safe. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong, my child. Understand this deeply. You are not in danger. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Everything that fell apart was not destruction, it was divine rearrangement. God removed what was wrong so that what is right could arrive. The broken relationships, the sudden endings, the unexpected losses, the disappointments, the betrayals, all of it pushed you toward the life God originally intended for you. You are stepping into a time where your heart will feel lighter. Your mind will feel clearer. Your home will feel peaceful. Everything that once made you feel small will no longer have power over you, and the good news coming toward you? It will change something about your life permanently. It will remove stress. It will remove fear. It will restore your sense of worth. God says, you are not late. You are in divine timing. In these next hours, something invisible but powerful will unfold around you. Your energy will shift. Your intuition will sharpen. Your environment will feel different. You may even sense a sudden calm, a stillness, a soft presence around you. That is not your imagination. That is protection. Angels have been dispatched to your home. They are standing guard, securing your atmosphere, removing spiritual noise, blocking negativity, wiping away forces that were draining you. God says, everything that has been fighting you will fall away. Everything that has been confusing you will become clear. Your spirit will finally breathe. My child, there is someone God is removing from your energy. Someone whose presence was quietly weakening you. Someone whose intentions were not genuine. Someone whose words were not honest. God is clearing this person's influence from your path because your blessing cannot be contaminated. There is also someone God is sending toward you, someone whose heart will support yours, someone whose presence will bring stability, someone aligned with your destiny. Whether this is a friend, a guide, or a relationship, God says the right soul is being positioned in your life. Your circle will shift. Your spiritual environment will shift. Your internal world will shift. You will soon understand why God waited for this moment. God says, my child, trust me. Stop worrying. Stop imagining the worst. Nothing will go wrong with you. I am covering you. I am preparing you. I am lifting you. You are safe in the hands of the one who created the stars and still calls you his precious one. Let your heart relax. Let your fear dissolve. Let your spirit receive what heaven has already written. Only 2 hours left for the shift to begin. Stay open. Stay calm. Stay ready. A miracle is on the way to your house. God Himself has ordered it, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what is coming for you, my child. God says this to you in this very moment, and He is not whispering it. He is calling your spirit with urgency, with love, with the kind of divine insistence that only comes when something life-changing is about to happen in your world. God says, only 2 hours are left for something He has been preparing for you. He says He is watching you right now, watching your heart, watching the way you hesitate, watching the way you doubt, watching the way you scroll past blessings meant only for you. And today He says, do not skip this again. Do not silence the voice that is calling you. Do not ignore the push in your spirit. This message is only for you, and God Himself orders you to open your heart because a very good news is already walking toward your home. God says He has protected you in moments you never even recognized as danger. He shielded you in times when the enemy planned harm. He lifted you when you were too tired to lift yourself. He carried you when you felt too broken to move. And now, at this moment, He says the time has arrived for what He promised you long ago. He says the door that stayed shut for years is finally opening. He says someone has spoken your name in a room where blessings are being released. He says a chain that was tied to your future is breaking. And He says He has counted every tear, every prayer, every disappointment, every silent night when your heart was shaking but you pretended you were fine. He says He saw everything. Now He says this is your moment, not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, He says the reason you feel this strong pull, this strange nervous energy, this sudden rise in your spirit, is because heaven is moving for you. Angels are being positioned at all corners of your life. Archangel Michael stands near you with a shield so powerful that nothing meant to block your blessing can touch you anymore. God says He is not angry with you today, He is simply determined. Determined to get your attention. Determined to make you understand that what is coming is not ordinary. Determined to ensure you do not miss the divine timing that is unfolding in front of you. He says, "My child, you always skip the message meant for your breakthrough. You always say you will open it later. You always think you have more time. But today I tell you, do not skip this. Do not delay. Before 11:51 p.m., open your heart completely." God says you have been standing in the middle of a spiritual doorway for too long, half in faith, half in fear. Half believing He will bless you, half believing you are not worthy. Half trusting, half doubting. Half moving forward, half clinging to old wounds. But now He says, the time for half faith is over. Heaven is aligning something so beautiful, so unexpected, so divinely timed for you that the entire atmosphere around you is shifting. He says a good news, so pure, so bright, so life-altering, is coming directly to your home. Something that will silence your worries, lift your spirit, and remind you that He never forgot you. God says this good news is already decided, already written, already sealed with His approval. Nothing and no one can stop what He has prepared, but He needs you awake. He needs you receptive. He needs you open. He needs you to stop skipping the messages He sends to protect you, lift you, warn you, and guide you. God says He knows how tired you feel deep inside. He knows how you hold everything together for everyone. He knows how you smile even when your heart is trembling. He knows the weariness that settles on your soul when you lie awake at night staring at the ceiling, wondering if your story will ever change. He knows the quiet panic you hide behind your calm face. He knows the fear you carry but never speak of. And He says, "I am with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You must trust me. God says He is preparing to remove the heaviness from your life. He is preparing to take away the misunderstandings, the confusion, the blockages, and the silent battles you've been fighting. He says the enemy tried to slow you down because the enemy knows something about your destiny that you have forgotten. You are chosen. You are protected. You are seen. You are destined for more than you have ever imagined. And now the enemy has run out of power, because heaven has stepped in. God says the reason everything has felt strange lately, the sudden emotions, the strange dreams, the random signs, the unexpected thoughts, is because your spirit is sensing a shift before your eyes see it. Heaven always whispers before the miracle arrives physically. And right now, your spirit is hearing it. Your soul is reacting to it. Your energy is rising because something is approaching that matches the frequency of your divine purpose. God says someone who once doubted you will soon recognize your worth. Someone who once overlooked you will begin speaking your name with honor. Someone who once walked away will realize they walked away from someone heaven favors. God says vindication is coming. Clarity is coming. A peaceful breakthrough is coming. And the weight that has been pressing on your chest will be lifted with such gentleness that you will know it was His hand. He says He is sending restoration to your relationships, strength to your heart, peace to your mind, and abundance to your path. He says blessings that were delayed will no longer be delayed. He says prayers that seemed unanswered were never ignored, they were being aligned with the perfect moment, and that moment is now. He says you've waited, cried, prayed, and hoped long enough. Now it is time to receive. God says the reason this message had to reach you urgently is because heaven has a window open for you right now. He wants you to step through it before it closes. He says the next 2 hours hold spiritual significance, because during this time He is clearing the atmosphere around your destiny. He is removing unseen obstacles. He is closing the mouth of those who speak against you. He is canceling negative plans. He is turning every hidden attack into a divine redirection, and He says He is not asking you for fear. He is not asking you for perfection. He is not asking you for rituals. He is asking you for trust. He says, "My child, when you pray, I listen. When you cry, I stay close. When you doubt, I hold your hand. When you fear, I surround you. When you fall, I lift you. When you feel alone, I walk beside you. You were never abandoned, not even for a moment." God says the reason He is speaking so strongly, so urgently, so intensely, is because you have come too far to miss this blessing. He says heaven waited for you to be emotionally ready, spiritually ready, mentally ready. And now, you are ready. Whether you realize it or not, your soul has grown. Your heart has matured. Your spirit has stretched. And now you carry the strength to receive what once would have overwhelmed you. He says the good news coming to your home will restore your confidence. It will give you hope. It will make you feel seen. It will make you whisper, God remembered me. Something that was stuck will suddenly move. Something that was lost will be returned. Something that was broken will be restored. Something that was hidden will be revealed. Something that was delayed will be delivered.